Welcome to the Draft Master Plan Report Public Involvement Presentation for the Master Plan Revision at Marion Reservoir. The Corps has been working for more than a year to revise the Marion Reservoir Master Plan, and we now have a draft revision ready for public review. Normally, the Corps would hold face-to-face public workshops to announce the draft, but the COVID-19 pandemic has made it necessary to conduct our public involvement effort online. Following the slideshow, I urge you to read the draft 2021 Revised Master Plan and the related appendices, as well as the 1977 Master Plan with accompanying 1981 supplement to see where we have been compared to where we are going. All the documents you will need for the review are posted on the USACE Tulsa District website at the link provided later in this presentation. Public and stakeholder involvement is critical to the success of the Master Plan revision. Thank you for taking the time to view this website and listen to this presentation. The primary purpose of this presentation is to publicly announce the availability of the Draft Master Plan and accompanying environmental assessment for public review and comment. This presentation will highlight the main proposed changes from prior master plans to the current draft. The Draft Master Plan and the environmental assessment will be available for public comment for 30 days beginning April 9th, 2021 and ending May 9th, 2021. This presentation is available in the following formats: a PDF version on this website that can be read, and a video that is posted to a YouTube link provided on the website. The process to date included the announcement of availability of the public involvement presentation on May 11th, 2020. In total, 18 comments were received from 4 separate agencies, stakeholders, or individuals. All comments received following the initial public meetings and stakeholder meetings were considered in preparing the draft revised master plan. The comments and government response is included in Chapter 7 of the draft revised master plan. The Corps conducted a wildlife habitat appraisal of the federal lands surrounding Marion Reservoir in September 2020. A total of 36 sample points were surveyed in the major habitat types found at Marion Reservoir. The results of the appraisal are included in the appendix of the draft revised master plan. A draft environmental assessment was prepared to accompany the revised master plan and is available for review in the appendix of the master plan. You might be wondering, what is a master plan? The master plan is the document that will guide the land use and management of the project for the next 25 years, while adhering to all applicable federal laws, including the National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA. The focus of the plan is the designation of land classifications with corresponding management plans, as well as establishing resource management objectives. The key to a successful master plan is public involvement. Participation, in the form of providing written comments, is how you can help. There are topics of public interest that will not be part of the master plan. The master plan does not include any technical discussion regarding flood risk management, water quality, water supply, shoreline management, water level management, hydropower, navigation, facility designs, or daily project administration details. Listed on the slide are the principal changes from the current master plan to the draft revised master plan. While these are the primary changes, it is important to read chapters 4, 5, and 8 of the draft revised master plan to understand the full scope of proposed changes. The primary changes include updating 319 acres of the existing 5,688 land acres to the new land classifications, developing resource management plans, and updating the water surface to the new classifications. The Corps defines land classification as the primary use for which project lands are managed. All federally owned lands are zoned for development and resource management consistent with project purposes. Utilizing the current federal guidance, the land classifications are defined as shown on this table. The project operations classification is used solely for lands dedicated for the operation of the project, including the dam, spillway, levees, project office, and other operational features. The classification High Density Recreation is assigned to lands that are being used for intensive recreational activities, including day use and campground areas. The Multiple Resource Management lands allows for the designation of a predominant use and are subdivided into 4 classifications. All 4 classifications essentially allow for similar activities to occur, but are managed with a particular emphasis, including low-density recreation, wildlife management, vegetative management, and inactive or future recreation areas. The protection of environmentally sensitive areas is given priority, and are for lands with unique scientific, ecological, cultural, or aesthetic features. Examples include endangered species habitat, scenic shorelines, and rare and unique plant communities, to mention a few. This slide shows the proposed acreage changes from the prior 1981 land classifications to the new land classifications. These proposed changes are described in more detail in Chapter 8 of the revised master plan. Rather than listening to the type and the extent of each change, it is recommended that everyone read the PDF version of this presentation posted on this website, and read Chapters 4, 5, and 8 of the draft revised master plan to gain a full understanding of the proposed land classification changes. Briefly, the changes are as follows. Project operations, PO. Project operations were increased by 51 acres. This increase included lands that were previously classified as LDR near the dam and lands that were projected in the 1981 master plan to be a recreation area near the Stilling Basin, but was never developed and is more appropriately classified as PO. High Density Recreation, HDR. High Density Recreation acres were decreased based on an evaluation of historic use and future needs. The conversion of these lands is not expected to have an impact on current high density recreation at the lake. Multiple Resource Management lands, MRML. Multiple Resource Management lands were redistributed to align with historic and projected uses. This included a decrease in low-density recreation and an increase in the wildlife areas. The goals and objectives listed on this slide differ from the goals and objectives developed for the 1977 Master Plan. For a complete description of these revised goals and objectives, please review Chapter 3 of the revised draft Master Plan. NEPA is the National Environmental Policy Act. Compliance with NEPA is required during the Master Plan revision process. NEPA is required so that federal agencies give proper consideration to the environment prior to undertaking a federal action. Scoping during NEPA involves the public in the decision-making process, while documenting the process by which federal agencies make informed decisions. The NEPA process provides the public with the opportunity to ask questions and comment on the potential impacts of proposed federal actions. It also includes comments from other federal, state, and local governments and tribal nations. It is emphasized that the proposed action is the revision of the master plan, and the environmental assessment will assess the impacts of that action. The environmental assessment identifies possible alternatives, including a no action alternative, and will describe which alternative is the preferred alternative. Basically, the revision of the master plan triggers the need to prepare an environmental assessment. A draft environmental assessment has been prepared and is included as an appendix to the master plan revision. The revision process includes 3 phases: scoping, draft, and final. The scoping phase is when the federal agency asks for initial input from other agencies, citizens, and organizations regarding project area, resources, and uses. This phase was completed May 11th through June 26, 2020. The draft phase is when the Corps asks for public comments on the proposed recommendations in the draft master plan document. This is the phase we are currently in, as noted by the yellow star on the chart. The final phase is when the Corps incorporates public comments from the draft review into a final master plan document. The plan is published after formal approval by the district commander. You can participate in the process by reviewing the documents available on the website and submit written comments. The Corps will only accept comments in written format. The project website is hosting all the documents relevant to the master plan revision, including the current master plan documents, project maps, comment forms with instructions on how to submit a comment, and copies of this presentation for your review. As the project progresses and new information is developed, it will be posted to this project website, so you may want to bookmark the site for future reference. We are asking for your help to spread the word to others, letting them know the master plan revision has been initiated, and that this is the opportunity to participate in the process. Comments are due on May 9th, 2021. The Corps can accept any form of written comments, and we have provided a few methods that may make it easier to submit. A comment form has been prepared and is available on the website, which you can download and fill out electronically. Hit the submit button on the form and it will autofill the email address and you can send it in. Another method is to print the comment form provided on the website and fill it out by hand or electronically and mail it into the Corps. Or you can write a comment in a letter or email and send it in. You don't have to use the comment form. We will accept all of these methods and any other as long as it's a written comment. The comment period is open for 30 calendar days from the initial announcement. If you have questions regarding the master plan, please call or email the following Corps project office or district staff. You can also send questions to the email address set up for this project as listed on this slide. If you need to review a printed copy of the information, please contact the Lake office to make your request. Public notification for scoping initiated on May 11, 2020. The 30-day comment period when written comments are accepted remained open until June 26, 2020. The draft document is available for public review starting April 9, 2021. Followed by a 30-day public comment period, which ends on May 9, 2021. The final approved master plan and environmental assessment is scheduled for August 2021. Thank you for viewing this presentation and participating in the master plan revision process at Marion Reservoir. Project documents are available at this website. Please send your comments to the email address or USACE office address listed here. Thank you.